Hello, and welcome to this edition of Mornings. I'm Rebecca Rosenblatt.
And I'm Alexandra Simon. Today is Tuesday, March 26th, a C Day here at North Penn High School. Can Mr. Brumball baffle you with his knowledge? Email your answers to nptv@mpenn.org. Here's your question.
Hey, welcome to this week's Brumball Challenge. What popular drink was first introduced to the American public as Brad's drink? The answer when we get back.
In late March, the North Penn High School Student Government Association held the first ever Night Glow dance. Night Glow, the first informal dance held at North Penn in years, raised money to aid the Hurricane Sandy relief effort in Ocean City, New Jersey. The cost of the dance included a ticket and glow sticks. Lasers, black lights, and a local DJ had everyone dancing throughout the entire evening. In total, the SGA raised over $4,500 for Sandy relief. The SGA would like to thank everyone who came out and supported an important cause while having a great time.
Changes in federal guidelines for school lunches may have an impact on your North Penn lunch. Coordinator of School Nutrition Services, Pam Gallagher, has more.
Hi, my name is Pam Gallagher. I'm the Coordinator of School Nutrition Services for North Penn School District. And today I want to talk to you about school lunch and the upcoming changes in school lunch. One of the biggest changes came in 2010 when President Obama signed the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010. And that led to a lot of changes in school lunch that our students are seeing for the first time this year. One of the initial changes that was made with the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act was that every student that purchases a school lunch has to take a fruit or a vegetable to make that meal reimbursable. Another change is that all of the grains that we offer are whole grain. We also have vegetable categories now, which is not something that we used to have. We also have restrictions on calories, which has impacted our job very much because we have to put everything into a nutritional analysis software and make sure it meets the calorie ranges at different grade levels. While we are working with manufacturers and our vendors to try to bring items to the table that the students will not only like but also meet our regulations. So it's been quite a challenge. We hope that our students will understand why they see so many changes in the cafeteria, especially over the last year. Most of these rules went into effect in September. But one of the biggest changes that is coming up in 2015 is the proposed competitive foods rule. And competitive foods in school lunch are all foods that are served outside of the school lunch. So for example, the school lunch may be a turkey sandwich, French fries, or an apple and milk. The competitive food rules affects all of the foods outside of that school lunch. So for example, in middle and high school, we sell cookies. We sell Rice Krispie treats. We sell baked products in bags like baked Lay's, and that comes in many flavors. The most popular item is the baked cookie that we do. And those of you that are at the high school or have gone to the high school before, you certainly know the cookie corner, and the competitive foods will affect a lot of the products that are being sold at the cookie corner. When there is a proposed change or a proposed rule to a law, it goes for public comment. And right now is the public comment period for this competitive rule. And anyone can make public comment. What students can do today, and it has to be done by April 9th because that's the end of the public comment period, but there's a website and a way to actually write letters. So you can do US mail, snail mail, or you can do a website. And hopefully students will take the initiative and make their public comment known. But it's really important that they understand why the rule is being made, and so they can make a conscious effort to make a knowledgeable response, the public comment. So, it has to do with portion sizes, it has to do with calories, it has to do with sodium levels, fat levels, and also I think the biggest thing for our students is going to be about student choice. So, because it really does eliminate a lot of the choices that they probably would like to make and can't now because they're not even there anymore. So if you have an opinion and you'd like to make a public comment, don't forget to go to this website, make your public comment, and let your voice be heard.
North Penn High School's planetarium will be holding several laser light shows. Planetarium teacher Mr. Bowerman has more.
My name is James Bauman. I'm the planetarium director here at the high school, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about some events we have coming up. The week after we get back from spring break, we're going to have my first laser light shows here. It's been done in the past a few years ago, but this is the first time we're doing it since I've taken over in the planetarium. And we're going to run 4 nights of shows, April 3rd through the 6th. And shows will be from 6 to 7 and from 7:15 till about 8:15 each night. On Saturday, April 6th, they'll be from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the afternoon and from 2:15 to 3:15 in the afternoon. And the shows are going to deal with a lot of different things. There'll be a couple shows dealing with some constellations like Orion and Andromeda in our night sky. So we're also going to have some music-based shows. There will be Laser Beatles, which goes through all the hits of the Beatles. There'll be Laser Vinyl, which is classic rock like Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC. There'll be Laser Retro, which is more 80s music like Duran Duran and Depeche Mode and The Cure. And then we'll have more modern hits like Laser Mania and Laser Pop, where we have artists like Blink-182, No Doubt, and more modern type pop artists. And those are just going to be 45 minutes of sitting back and enjoying your favorite music to the lights that are going to be up in the sky above us. For the shows, there is a registration fee. It is $5 for students, $7 for adults. You can purchase your tickets through the Community Education Department over at the ESC, or come down to the planetarium and see me, and I have flyers where you can fill out your forms and register in that way. You can also go online to northpenncep.org and register right through their website.
Mr. Wilson is back with an incredible joke before your spring break starts.
Good morning. This is No Illusions, Mr. Wilson on the morning show. Time for today's joke of the day. Comes from Mrs. Vogel. Here it goes. What did the baby computer call her father? Data. I'm Mr. Wilson. That was Joke of the Day.
Mr. Ramsey is back with some interesting vocabulary in this week's Weekly Word.
Good morning. Welcome to the Weekly Word. I'm Mr. Ramsey. Okay, today's word, shibboleth, has several meanings which don't seem like they would be related at first, but they are. The core meaning, or the original meaning, is sort of a password or an indicator of what group you're in. This actually goes to a biblical story. Apparently the Gileadites and the Ephraimites were fighting. The Ephraimites defeated the Gileadites, and the Gileadites were trying to escape, and they said, oh, hey, I'm no Gileadite, I'm an Ephraimite just like you. Oh yeah? Can you say shibboleth? And they would say Sibboleth, because they couldn't pronounce the SH, and then the Ephraimites would kill them. So it has come from that to mean any sort of an indicator of whether you're in the in group or the out group. And finally, it brings us to the meaning of an outdated political belief that gets hung on to anyway, because it makes you part of the club. All right, so that's our shibboleth for today, and you know, I'd say see you later, dog, but I wouldn't be able to pull it off, and that would be a shibboleth that would show that I'm not, you know, cool enough to use that word. All right, see you next time.
Did you figure out the answer to this week's Brumbaugh Challenge? Let's check in with Mr. Brumbaugh for the answer.
Hey, welcome back. The answer you've all been waiting for. Brad's drink later became the ever popular Pepsi, even though I'm a Coke guy. Bet you didn't know that? Now you do. Thanks for playing this week's Brumbaugh Challenge.
The winner of the Brumbaugh Challenge is Mr. Swindell's class in A11. And that's it for this edition of Mornings. I'm Alexandra Simon.
And I'm Rebecca Rosenblatt. Have a fabulous day, North Penn.